Good morning, students. Today our topic is theory of interference fringes. Okay, so today we will discuss about this topic. So here, what are the meaning of fringes? We should know the meaning of fringes. Already we know the interference. Okay, so we know the interference. So the superimposition or overlapping of waves we call as interference. Okay, so interference are classified into two categories: constructive interference, destructive interference. So constructive interference is nothing but when two waves are same or same phase. So these two waves has same force, then we get the constructive interference. Okay, so I mean we get the high intensified, high wavelength, high intensified, high amplitude wave. Okay, so we get this wave. So when these are belongs to constructive interference. Another one is the destructive interference. Okay, so if two waves are different, so different in nature, I mean two waves are not maintained same phase, then we get the destructive interference. So the output wave is very low intensified wave, amplitude also very low. So this is called the destructive interference. In this way, interference is classified into two categories: constructive interference and destructive interference. Okay, so here we will discuss about the theory of interference fringes. Theory of interference fringes. When we use a microscope or telescope, we will see the fringes. When we put some prism on the prism table, when we use white light, mercury lamp gives white light, so then we get the fringes, different color, Vibgyor color. If we use sodium vapor lamp gives yellow color. Okay, then we get the yellow color fringes. So here what is meant by fringes? Fringes is nothing but, so here like this, fringes are like this. We get this rectangular fringes. So these are the fringes. We get like this. So if we use telescope, so we observe in a telescope. So these we call as the fringes. Okay, so in between, so here also, here in between, this is a small gap between two fringes. So these fringes we call as a bright fringe. These are the bright fringe. This one is a bright, this one is a bright, and this one is the gap between this is dark fringes. There is no brightness. These are the dark fringes. So this one and this one. So these are the bright fringes. Okay, why we get these fringes like this? Some fringes are like bright, some fringes are dark. So due to the interference, when constructive interference is taking place, then we get the bright fringes. Okay, bright fringes. If destructive interference taking place, then we get the dark fringes. Okay, so these bands we call as the fringes. So when we use telescope, we will see these fringes in telescope. Okay, so here why we get some fringes are dark, some fringes are bright. Okay, so here by using mathematical calculations we will discuss why we get the enduku bright fringes వస్తున్నాయి, enduku dark fringes వస్తున్నాయి అనేది మనం mathematical formula ప్రకారము ఇక్కడ derive చేస్తాం అన్నట్టు. Okay, so here we have some diagrams. So here this is a diagram. This one is a diagram. Okay, so observe this diagram, observe this. So here this is a screen, x and y is the screen. Okay, x and y is screen, and s is the source. Yesterday class only I told to you what is meant by source, what is the main use of the source. Source is nothing but to produce the light, to produce the waves. That is the main use of the source. Okay, yesterday class only we discussed about the how we get the incoherent light, how we get the coherent sources. So when coherent sources are produced due to from the only single source. Okay, if we use different sources, then that sources give different waves. Okay, if you use some source, this one is S1 and S2, different sources. I mean it produce different wave and it produces a different wave. So then we get so we are not so here interference is not taking place. Okay, so how we get coherent sources? By using some devices. So just we derived coherent sources from single source. Okay, ఒకటే సోర్స్ నుంచి ఓకే లైట్ ఇక్కడ నుంచి వస్తుంది, సమ్ డివైసెస్ యూజ్ చేసి ఈ సోర్స్ని 2 సోర్సెస్గా మనం డివైడ్ చేస్తాం అన్నట్టు. సో అప్పుడు ఇక్కడ నుంచి కూడా మనకు లైట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది. అంటే సో దెన్ వెన్ 2 sources are derived or taking from one source, that sources we call as a coherent sources. So if we arrange coherent sources only, we get the interference pattern. Okay, otherwise you are not able to get the interference pattern జరగాలి అంటే ఖచ్చితంగా coherent sources మాత్రమే ఉండాలి. So coherent sources, yesterday I explained to you. Okay, once again you listen that class. Coherent sources nothing but, so this source produce wave and this source produce, these waves are same phase. So these waves are maintain same phase or zero, constant phase or zero phase. Then we get the interference pattern. Okay, so here, so what is the formula? So here we discuss about the formula for the interference pattern. So first of all we should learn the diagram, about this diagram. So this is a source. From this source we derive or we construct 2 sources, S1 and S2. So S1 also source, S2 also source. The distance between these 2 sources 2D, and the screen is represented by XY. The distance between these sources and screen is D. Okay, D is the capital D. So D is the distance between the source and the screen. Okay, so here the distance, so O is the center, equidistance from S1 and S2. S1 is a source, we should remember. S2 also source. O is the distance, equidistance from S1 S2. S1 S2 ki O అనేది ఈక్విడిస్టెన్స్ లో సేమ్ డిస్టెన్స్ లో వస్తుంది అన్నట్టు. ఓకే, అండ్ వేవ్స్ ఎప్పుడైతే ఓ మీద కోన్సిడర్ అవుతాయి, ఏమైనా వేవ్స్ కోన్సిడర్ అవుతాయి, సో హియర్ ద ఫేజ్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఈజ్ 0. ఓకే, ద ఫేజ్ డిఫరెన్సెస్ బిట్వీన్ 2 వేవ్స్ ఎట్ O ఈజ్ 0. ఓకే, సో దట్ వీ గెట్ ద బ్రైట్ ఫ్రింజ్ హియర్. ఓ దగ్గర మనం బ్రైట్ ఫ్రింజ్ అనేది మనకు వస్తుంది అన్నట్టు. ఓకే, సో హియర్ ద డిస్టెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ P and Q ఈజ్ రిప్రజెంటెడ్ బై X. Okay, so here we construct one right angle triangle S1 QP, S1 QP according to Pythagoras law. So what is Pythagoras law? According to Pythagoras law, S1P whole square is equal to S1Q whole square plus, so QP whole square. What is S1Q? S1Q is represented by D. So D square and QP. So we should concentrate here. What is the QP value? Actually 2D is the distances between S1 and S2. So this is the distance, D is the distance between S1 and M. So nothing but it is similar to same distance. This is a small d. Okay, the distance between O and Q, D. But here we want QP only. Okay, how we will derive QP? The total distance is nothing but, the total distance is X, but here we want this QP, so nothing but X minus D. So X minus small d whole square. This is the value of the S1P whole square. Okay, and we want another right triangle, that is S2RP. So right angle, why we call right angle triangle? So here this S2RP or S1 QP angle is 90 degrees. So this 90 degrees triangles we call as a right angles. Okay, so here from right angle triangle S2RP, so S2P whole square and plus is equal to S2R whole square. Okay, so see this S2P whole square is equal to S2R whole square plus QR whole square. But what is the distance between this screen and R? Nothing but D square plus what is the QR? So here we want total distance QP or PR. Okay, PR or QP, total distance. The distance between O and P is nothing but X. This distance nothing but D. Okay, we write as X plus D whole square. Okay, S2P whole square is equal to D square plus X plus D whole square. Okay, and we will subtract from S2P from S1P. Okay, so S2P minus S1P. So here, what is the S2P minus S1P? What is the meaning of this term? Nothing but path difference. Okay, the wave distance, the wave travel S1P. So this is the distance between S1P, and this arrow mark represent S2P. Okay, what is the path difference? Vaati margamlo enta distance undi ane telvali ante, so we can write S2P minus S1P. But so here first we derive this formula equation. So this S1P whole square, first of all you do S1P whole square minus S1P whole square is equal to x plus d whole square minus x minus d whole square. Okay, from this we will get the 4xd. Okay, how we will get 4xd? I will explain here. S1P whole square minus S1P whole square is equal to, what is S1P whole square? D square plus x minus d whole square. Okay, what is the S1P whole square? Minus of d square plus x minus d whole square. Okay, this minus d whole square, from this we can write as d square plus a plus b whole square formula, x square plus d square plus 2xd minus of S1P whole square, nothing but, what is the value? D square minus x square minus d square plus 2xd. So here d get cancelled, x square d cancelled, d square cancelled. Finally we get 2xd plus 2xd, nothing but 4xd. So here this formula is automatically become 4xd. Okay, so 4xd. So here S2P plus S1P is nothing but represented with 2d. Okay, S2P, S1P we can represent it as with 2d, capital D. So just we substitute 2d value, S2P minus S1P, 2d is equal to 4xd. So here S2P minus S1P is equal to, automatically this formula becomes 2xd by 2x small d by capital D. Okay, 2x small d by capital D. You should remember this formula. So this S2P minus S1P we call as path difference. Path difference. The difference is between path. The difference between traveling path. Okay. So this way move like this distance, this way this distance. What is that path difference? What path lo enta dooram undi madhyalo difference enta, adi dani yokka meaning. Okay, and next we will calculate the position and spacing of fringes. First bright fringes. So ikkada em discuss chestamante, where is the place where we get the place of the bright fringe. Okay, so next we will get the place, what is the distance, at what distance the bright fringes developed. Okay, at what distance the dark fringes developed. So what are the differences, what are the distances between bright fringes, consecutive bright fringes and consecutive dark fringes. Okay, so what are the distances between consecutive means what pakka pakkana unde fringes madhyalo enta distance undi, and center nunchi avi bright fringes ekkada develop avutayi anedi manamu calculate chestam. Okay, first we will go to the bright fringes. Okay, so we know the basic formula. When path difference is nothing but, the path difference is a whole number multiple of wavelength, then we get the bright fringes. Previous class only we discussed about this formula. So when path difference is equal to n lambda, then we get the bright fringes. Okay, so just we substitute this formula, S2P minus S1P is equal to n lambda. Already we know this formula, 2hd by d, capital D. Just we substitute here, 2hd by capital D is equal to n lambda. From this we can write as x is equal to n lambda d by 2d. Okay, so what it means, what is the meaning of x? So x is nothing but, so here at this place from center we will get the bright fringe. Okay, so from center or from home we will get the bright fringe. So this is a place or the distance, at this distance we will get the bright fringe. Ee place lo, ee distance lo o nunchi manaku bright fringe anedi vastadi annattu. Okay, so if you substitute n is equal to 1, okay, n is equal to 1, then we get the x1 is equal to lambda d by 2d, x2 is equal to 2 lambda d by 2d. Okay, so here n1 n2, I mean, so we get the number of fringes. So here, so like this, so this is the first fringe, a second fringe, third fringe. Okay, so these are the bright fringes. We will get like this from center, so we will get this. Okay, so this is n1, so this is a place, this is a distance from center, from first fringe, this is the first fringe distance from center, second fringe distance from center. Okay, and next so in this way we will get the xn is equal to in this way we will get the xn is equal to lambda n lambda d by 2d. So next we will discuss about the what is the distances between consecutive fringes. Pakka fringes madhulo, if you take like this is a fringe, this one is a fringe. What is the distance between these consecutive fringes? We will discuss, we will derive this formula. Just very simple method. x2 minus x1 gives the distances between two consecutive fringes. What is x2 value? 2 lambda capital D by small d. x1 value lambda d by 2d. Okay, just finally we get beta is equal to lambda d by 2d. This is the fringes, the distance between consecutive fringes, or it can from this formula we can understand that this is also represents the width of the fringe, Okay, so here this is a distance between consecutive bright fringe. Okay, this is the distance between consecutive bright fringe. We should remember this formula. And next we will discuss about the dark fringes. So what it means? Dark fringes nothing but, so these are the fringes, bright fringes. So the gap between this is called as a dark fringes. Okay, so here interference pattern is not taking place. So here the waves are not maintained constructive interference, then we get the dark, low intensified fringes. That fringes we call as the dark fringes. Due to the destructive interference, we get this dark fringes. So here we will first of all, at what distance from center these dark fringes are developed. Okay, this one we first of all we discuss. So we know some basic formula. The path difference is odd number multiple of wavelength. Okay, so in dark fringes, so here when dark fringes nothing but the path difference is equal to odd number multiple of lambda by 2. Okay, so then we get the, for bright fringes the path difference is equal to n lambda, but the dark fringes the path difference is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. 2n plus 1 by lambda by 2. Already we know the S2P minus S1P value 2x small d by capital B. So from this we can write as x is equal to 2n plus 1 lambda d by capital 4d. Okay, so here at this distance, okay, at x is x what means? X means, so x means center, the distance from center. Okay, x is nothing but the distance between P and O, from nothing but the distance from center. So at this distance we get the dark fringe. We should remember, at this distance from center we get the dark fringe. Okay, if we substitute n is equal to 1, then we get center, at center. So if we substitute n is equal to 0, lambda d by 4d, or n is equal to 1, just we substitute in the place of n is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we will get this values. So this is the xn value. So here these are the distances from center of dark fringes. And next what are the distances between consecutive dark fringes? Next we will discuss or calculate the distances between dark fringes. x2 minus x1 is equal to just we substitute here. So then we get this value lambda d by 2d. Beta is equal to lambda d by 2d. So this is one also the distances between consecutive dark fringes. Pakkana unde dark fringes madhyalo unna distance enta ante beta is equal to lambda capital D by 2d. Okay, so here when we observe these formulas, so first from dark fringes we get this value only, bright fringes also same. Okay, I mean, so here point is the distance between dark fringes is equal to the distance between consecutive dark fringes is equal to the distance between consecutive bright fringes. Okay, so here we should remember this formula, beta is equal to lambda capital D by 2D. Okay, and it can represents this is also called as the fringe width. So okay, fringe width, this is a width. So what is the width of the fringe? Beta is equal to lambda capital D by 2D. Okay, so you should remember all these formulas. Fringe, the distance between consecutive bright fringes is nothing but lambda D by 2D. The distance between consecutive dark fringes lambda capital D by 2D. We can represent with it represents with width also. Okay, fringe width also. Okay, we should remember all this formula. Another formula, the path difference maintain n lambda. When path difference is equal to n lambda, then we get the bright fringe. The path difference is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2, then we get the dark. Okay, dark fringes. You should remember all these formulas. Thank you.